Hello. Hope everyone is doing well. I finally got a copy of the Mantega that I've been looking for since I saw it. I'm like, I need to have that because um, why not? No, but I wanted to see this edition. And the Mantega, as you know, is one of my favorite, like almost non-tarot decks. It's tarot, but it's not in the traditional sense. With it has some correspondences, but it's kind of its own thing. So this is by Il Meneghello. It's 1988. So as of today, it's about maybe 35 years old. So I was about 10 years old when this came out. And the stamp is it's a little broken, but that's okay. 50 cards. It's from 1460. Meneghello, Milano, Italia, 1988. So silk ribbons. I believe these are silk. They were all wrinkled, and I actually ironed them because I don't know. It's kind of particular. I ironed them and I haven't retied them yet. I used to have the Marseille Doty deck from Il Meneghello in one of these with black ribbons, but I got rid of it, and I kind of regret that. It came in a nice card wrap. It's kind of shiny. Not too. Here's the main card. It tells you what it is. I don't know why there's a 1 there. I guess it's 1,000 of these were made. It's the first edition, and it's 728 of 1,000, 1988. But I don't know why the 1's there, because it wouldn't make sense if it was 1,228 out of 1,000. So if you notice, there's a print on this, or like a coloring, and this is a linen style paper. And here is the booklet that it came with. That's Giorgio Travaglione wrote this, and it's all in Italian, and I cannot read it, but I'm sure it is wonderful. And so this booklet is pretty special because most Meneghello decks, they don't come with one anymore. And then here is the deck. It is sort of oversized, like a normal, larger tarot. So one of my favorite decks ever is the Mantega by Solleone from 1981. And the reason why I love this is it was really done with absolute love. It is a beautiful, beautiful deck. And this is 864 of 1,000, so another 1,000, 5,500 for the US. But the cards themselves are ridiculously beautiful, and they're just lovely. So, I mean, the cardstock is really, really thick. I mean, it is thick. And it's on, again, a linen page. But look at the contrast in these. So we have a very fine engraved version, and here it's not as defined. So you can see it's almost like a cartoony version of this beautiful deck here. And again, if you ever come across this deck from 1981, you should get it because it is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful to hold. And this is a bigger deck, and this also comes with a a booklet, as well as the talking about the E series Mantega. So it is absolutely gorgeous, and you can still get them on usually on eBay. But they usually run anywhere from $150 to $300. But my God, it is gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. So now we know that its artistry is not the same as that, but this is also the E. If you notice, this is how you can identify the Mantega. There's a little E down there. The cards have different different ones there, but different little letters. But let's look at it. So they somewhat correspond with tarot, but not quite. That brownish coloring on the cards is different on every single one, which is interesting. I'm not even going to try to put words to like Famio, but you can see the cross hatching of the drawings and the outline. This one is very black and white. There's not a lot of shading other than the cross hatching. And it's lovely in its own sense. So this is my, how many Mantegas do I have? 7? Lebensbilder. I have the Risenamento, the golden one, the one by Pablo Robledo. I think I have the other Il Meneghello as well. Yes, I do. So not, I have a few because I do enjoy them. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And to me, it's like a snapshot of the time they were made. Maybe even more so than other tarot. So these, I'd been hunting, so I'll tell you how I came about to get these. I saw them, someone was liquidating a huge collection of tarot in January, and this deck started off at $75, or no, $55 maybe, and I'm like, that is a steal. And I think I did a max bid of like 75, and I didn't get it, and it sold for less than 100, which I think is a good deal. So I set up an alert, which you can do on eBay. I have one alert for another tarot deck that I'm looking for, but it's pretty obscure. And even if it shows up, if it's not a good price, I'm not even going to try. So this one popped up, and it was a buy it now, and it was a decent price, and I snatched it up. And I got it this past week. So this one's an interesting card, the Pope, the Papa card. Papal keys, papal crown, triple crown, but it's a woman. Hands on a book. Drapery of the fabric. Then we have the high forehead maidens. These, when I got them, they were in some weird order. I had to look at the other deck to make sure they were in the correct order, because some of these numbers, they kind of do weird stuff. They're in order, but then some of them are kind of cut off or not completely, I don't know, strange. So this one is 16, but then this one is 17. It looks like IZ. So that was like the, and then it says 17 again. But yet 18 isn't there. So and that's just the way it is. It's really strange. So I had to like line them up. This is a very beautiful card. It's like Leda and the Swan, the myth. Leda, Zeus came down in the form of a swan and raped her, essentially. This says Apollo. We have the older woman. And these are completely uncoded. Most Mantega cards are not coded. They're just black and white and rough. Like, this is a nice card too. Yeah, this one says like Z3. Then this one says 7-4. But it could be a 2. Another swan. Swans appear in this quite a bit. So do these globes. And high four-headed women. Yes, this is the card that is on the front. And the cool thing about this is when they don't do this anymore, Il Meneghello would stamp their cards, the boxes, but they don't do that anymore. They just put the ink on, the wax seal on them. And then before this, they used to use, they would do a label and like burn the edges of it. So they really changed how their packaging, but this is typical for the 80s and 90s, or early 90s, this booklet type. Actually, the first fancy tarot deck I bought was the Doty by Meneghello. I wish I still had it. Like this one says 30, then it's like 37, 31. Or it could be 32. I don't even know if these are in correct order, but the cards are all here. They're probably... This is a pretty simple card, 31. Nice card. And this one looks like it says 84 or B4 or B+, but it's 34. So you can see how it's... I love the little dog looking in the mirror. And this is Temperance. So you have the two vessels there. Prudencia. Little dragons are here as well. Strength. There's even a lion mask. I just noticed that, the lion mask. And even the lion there. Lion bodice piece. Lion there. Justice. Here we have an ibis, I guess. Yeah. Charity. Of course, we also have the numbers in Roman numerals, so I could look at that. That would make sense, wouldn't it? I just thought of that, how silly. It's not part of the name. I love this one with the stars, the globe. We have the chalice and the host. There's a little dog there. The moon, Luna, chariot. I love the landscape. There's a boat there. Venus. The sun. You have Scorpio right there. A little scorpion floating. Here we have the chariot. Little dog. Here's Jupiter. So we have Jupiter with the eagle. Mercury or Apollo with the Caduceus. And the rooster, severed head, the fleet feet, and the hat. Here's Saturn eating one of his children. He's got children waiting to be eaten. This one says Octava Spera. Beautiful card, look at that. Lovely. Prima Mobile. Prima Casa. This is the one most people think about when they think Mantega. This very unusual card of the solar system. And you can look, you can see it's, if you look closely, there's the moon. This one's not the best deck to look at the planets, but yeah, there we go, 50 cards. And there we go. That is the deck. So my new old Mantega from 1988, and I thought I'd share. So what are your thoughts on it? Anyway, thank you for watching.